With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
And I think we're all eager to see how this offense responds because we know this is a big spot. National TV game to start the season. The whole league and the whole country watching this one. Last year, though, the Packers, the Bears, neither one of them did a whole lot offensively. A 10-3 final. Let's see if the defenses exert their will early in this one.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
A throw taken in by Hamilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
He's coming.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert a 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, baby.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mahomes going to throw. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
We got this.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Breeze going to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Here's Hill on the return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Darrell Worley up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
One thing you hope for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back.
50
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Breeze here finding Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Will Lutz on for the point after. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
And now here comes Kansas City. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, they've all been going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On play action, it's Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for first and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find it, and he did there.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 29, Breeze, it's caught, Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. 53, Mike.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they will go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Breeze to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Again, it's Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Let's go!
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Championships, man. 43. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go. Mike.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Breeze. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take it look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Breeze now to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Shotgun now for Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 26 and a first down. Throwing on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They spike it, and that stops the clock at 55 seconds. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Watch QB drop. Hero 15.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.